What's up, guys? It's Pinda here. Welcome to the first episode ever of No CSGO, a series devoted to making you a better Counter-Strike player. Today we're going to be focused on Aztec, the map Aztec. This is personally one of my favorite maps in general. My team loves to play it just because it's, a change from the norm, from other competitive maps that are more frequently played, such as Dust 2 or Inferno or Cache or Mirage. Any of those kind of maps. This is not a competitive map. This is not in the competitive map group, so it is less frequently played. So we are going to be focusing on it because it is fun, and I definitely support people playing these other kinds of maps in a competitive format. So if you've played Aztec at all, you'll know it is very CT-sided. The CTs, the counter-terrorists, get into position much quicker than the terrorist side. Like one guy gets here faster, so he can just op here, watch this lane across bridge. One guy can be in mid, like watching either terrorist T-doors or, the walkway to B, and it's just a shooting gallery. But they also get here relatively quickly. This is a pretty even time that the terrorists and the CTs get to these doors. That door there, the Ts get there relatively at the same time that the counter-terrorists get to this door. But relatively, the positioning that the CTs have is much more advantageous in terms of winning each round if you don't know what you're doing. So we're going to be addressing that problem on terrorist side, and we're going to be looking at how to smoke B site to get to B in an optimal way. So there's 4 smokes that we should be aware of. So if you're with a team, you can divvy these up based on who is most capable of doing what. There's only really one smoke that's really easy, just a classic throw. All the other 3 are jump throws, and we'll get to that in a minute. But the positioning of these smokes will be one here at B doors to cover B doors off, one here to cover where the angle from generator and B boxes, and the other 2 smokes will cover right here at statues mid overpass area. Woo, excuse me. And another one that lands right about there, which covers the gap that you'll be able to see from mid stairs here. So yeah, without further ado, let's move on. Alright guys, so as I mentioned earlier, 3 of the 4 smokes that I'm going to be teaching you today involve jump throwing. So I think it's important just to quickly mention what a jump throw is and how it works, and the ambiguity that is involved with each jump throw. So in Counter-Strike, as many of us know, if you throw a grenade, it's subject to vector forces. So what that means is, if I'm just standing here and I throw a smoke, say I just throw it like this, it'll land at that distance. Whereas if I'm running and I throw, it'll go much further and have much more velocity to it. The same thing applies with jump throws. So if I jump and I click, if I jump and then release my grenade, that subjects it to a specific force. Whereas if I throw the grenade then jump, it subjects it to a different force. So the way in which you jump, like I say, is very ambiguous, and it affects the force at which you go. So if I try jump throw, trying to get to B site, and I if I jump and then click, or if I jump then click, that's a different force than if I was to just click and then jump. You see how much more arc that second one had? So it's important to talk about the ways jump throws work. So I've narrowed it down to 3 different types of jump throws. The first is has the least power. The second is like a medium type power, and then the most powerful one is the third type, and that will be used twice on this map. So I'll just quickly demonstrate the 3 different magnitudes that I've kind of tried to control. So the first one, and the least powerful, is when you jump and then release your grenade. So you jump then throw, or click then space. So, and then the medium one is where you just press space and click, or jump and throw at the exact same time. And the most powerful one is where you release your grenade and then jump. So you have to do that in relatively quick succession. And all three of these will take some time to master, but this is just my personal way of narrowing down how to jump smoke and try and keep it to a controlled level of play. So let me just show you the least powerful one first. That's the jump then throw. So you can see where that landed. This is the medium one, where you throw at the same time and jump. So you can see it went a bit higher. And then the most powerful one is throw then jump. You can see how much higher that one went. Let me just quickly show you one more time. So jump then throw. Same time. And then click then throw. Or click then jump rather. So you can see I kind of messed up on my first throws. As you guys saw, those other three were the second three were much more evenly spaced apart. So yeah, obviously I'm not a pro at it yet, but that's just a way to kind of keep in mind how to jump throw and keep it controlled. Alright, so the first smoke I'm going to show you is going to smoke off B doors. So that one, you're running in from here. This is where you enter as a terrorist. First thing you do is you run straight to this corner here, push yourself right into it, and then you aim at this intersection right here between this beam and this archway here. You aim right there, and then you move a bit to the left at this first thin slant in the cobblestone. And then here you do the most powerful jump throw, the click then jump. So the release then jump. And you can see that's going to hit the wall and land right at B doors. So practice that, and you should be able to hit it every time. The next one that covers B site is this one here. It lands right about there-ish. This one's a little bit more ambiguous. It's affected by the forces a little bit more subtly than that one. But this one covers off generator and B boxes. And for this one, you run right into this arrow, right into this nook here. And then you aim right at this intersection in the cobblestone that's just to the left of this little pebble in the wall. And you're going to do the same magnitude of jump throw. You're going to do the most powerful jump throw. And that should do a little bounce, come back, and block that off completely. So you can see, completely blocked. So let me just show you quickly those two in tandem. You can see these two would be very useful. This is really the only open area, but you know what? I think that T's can cover this pretty well. It leaves them pretty exposed on counter-terrorist side. Alright, so the next two smokes are going to be to cover mid. And these ones are honestly probably the most important ones for taking and rushing B site from here, from T doors. So these are the ones that you kind of want to nail every time. So the first one, which covers the mid stairs area, you line center up with this. You center up with this garbage can here, and you aim right at the middle of this slant here. You can see this slant that kind of goes into these buttresses. You just aim right in the center, and you do the least powerful jump throw, which is the jump then throw. Perfect. You can see right where that lands, and the other smoke covers right in here to bridge that gap. And I'll show you that right now. This one is by far the easiest one because it doesn't require jump throw. You just aim right at this corner. After you push into this nook, right next to this garbage can, you just aim, go right into here, Aim right at this corner and throw. You can see it. This one takes a little bit longer to pop, so it's important to practice your timing with your team, just so they pop relatively at the same time, so the smokes last optimal amounts of time. So I'll just show you quickly what those two look like together. So you aim right there, and then jump, then throw. This one, oh, just so you can see that one takes much longer to pop. Oh, so you can see through here. So this one's a little bit more ambiguous and takes a little bit more practice. Let me just try that one more time. I'll try and do it better for you guys, because I love you all so much. Alright, so let's try aiming a little lower. So see that little dark line here? Let's try aiming like just above that. Yeah, so that worked much better. You'll see that this will be completely blocked off now. Yeah. So it's not quite in the dead center of that slant, I guess. It's like right about there, right above this line here. Alright guys, so I'll just quickly show you what all four of those look like together. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you found this video useful to you in any way, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. If you just like my skin or something, feel free to do the same. And you know what, if you didn't like it, well, whatever. Don't really care. I'm making videos for you guys. But yeah, I would love some feedback. Feel free to comment below. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.